welcome to the channel. I have this LiftMaster LJ8900W. I've been back a couple times to set the up and down travel limits on this particular machine. They're just not holding, so let me show you what it could possibly be. Check this out. First thing you want to do is you want to unplug it. Then you want to raise the lid all the way open, and then take all your wiring loose from the quick connect terminal. Get those wires out of the way. So now that we got the wiring out of the way, next step, you want to remove the receiver logic board cover. And that's a 1/4 inch screw right there. Now that I got the receiver logic board cover off of there, you can see the logic board. What we're going to want to do now is disconnect the 4 wires from the wire harness. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So remove those 4 off of the board, and then you're going to take a Phillips screwdriver and remove the 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you remove those 4 screws, just go ahead and take the receiver logic board out and lay it aside very gently. So to make this process a little easier, remove the rope. Just take the key ring off of the pull rope, and then take the battery backup lid off of there and lay those to the side as well. Now that you got the logic board out of there, there's a screw right there. There's a screw on this back side, and then there's 1, 2 screws there. Those 4 screws, go ahead and take those out, and that's a 1/4 inch nut driver. And then once you get those 4 screws off, you can go ahead and just take the whole cover off of it and lay that off to the side. Right there is our travel module, and this is the part that we're going to be changing that could cause the issue that we've been having on this particular opener. You're going to want to remove this screw and that screw, and it's a Phillips screwdriver. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those, but before you remove them, go ahead and disconnect this guy. Right here's the new travel module with wire harness. You can see the model number. Alright, got the new one installed. Now just go ahead and reverse all the steps, put everything back together. But before I do that, I am going to tighten up the set screw that's inside of here. Yeah, so right there where the blue paint is, there's the set screw. Since you got everything taken apart, it's just wise to snug that up a little bit. It may not be loose, but it doesn't hurt to check things work loose, and we'll throw off the limits and everything.
Why you always lying?
It's a little bitty guy, so just snug that up. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, got the set screw tight. It wasn't loose, but you know, like I said, it doesn't hurt to check. Got the travel module in place, 2 screws on the side, back in, plugged in the wire harness. Now we can just go ahead and reverse the steps. You know, put the cover and the board and everything back together. Go ahead and screw that lid back on. Make sure you run your 4 wires that go into your circuit board off the side here. There's like a little notch out for those guys to go through. Now we want to put the circuit board back in place. Okay, circuit board is nice and secure. Got wire harnesses plugged back in. Make sure you run your antenna wire down the side and down inside of there. There's kind of a groove for it to set in. And now let's put the cover back on and everything else together.
You serious?
Rewire it. Alright, got everything all wired back in. Got my pull rope pulled through the hole there. Got the key ring back on it. So now is the moment of truth, where before the machine wouldn't even allow me to get it in program mode, meaning setting the up and down limits. So I'm going to plug it back in and then kind of see where we're at with it. Okay, so it's plugged back in. Okay. Let's see if it'll let me set the up and down travel limits. So we're going to press that black button in. Oh, beautiful. Before it wouldn't let me do that.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
So let's program the up limit by pressing and holding the up arrow. A little too high out of the header, so I'm going to bump it down just a little bit right there at header height. We're going to lock that guy in. Alright, now we're going to program that down limit. Get your pull. Okay, that's sitting at the floor where I want it, so I'm going to lock that in. Once I hit this black button, it's going to start beeping with the up arrow. What it's doing now is learning how much muscle it takes to raise the door up. So right now the machine is learning how heavy that door is, or how easy it is to roll up and down.
Wait a minute.
It's going to continue to beep. It's going to blink again. Down arrow. Now it starts to close. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's going to run all the way down.
That was legit measure.
All right, force control is set. That means all done. Got it all buttoned up. Took care of the issue. Peace out.